This ain't gonna be a long video and shit anyway.
right?
You hear me?
Yep.
Yeah, I'm tired as fuck. Because I'm trying to make some money tomorrow.
Right.
How's your Friday?
That's cool.
I heard that Creed 3 soundtrack. That shit dope as fuck.
Is it?
Yeah.
I gotta check it out. I'll check that out.
Yeah. I gotta watch the movie soon.
Soundtracks. That's something we don't hear about no more.
Yeah, cause Dreamville did the whole soundtrack.
Right. Yep. Can you believe people are defending Mac 10 and what he said?
You said what?
I said, can you believe people are defending Mac 10 and what he said? I don't
What did
believe
Mac
that.
10 say?
But they asked him like he's on all the. This is why I don't listen to watch all the dialogue. He's on all the dialogue talking about how him and Cube don't speak. He ain't speak to Cube in 20 years since the incident with him beating up the wife's brother. And these fools in the
Yeah.
comments think that he was right. I'm like, obviously y'all ain't been married because if you was, your marriage would have ended if you beat up your wife's brother and think y'all would still be married. Unless she's a damn fool. Like y'all wouldn't be married still. You know what I'm saying? He was
Exactly.
wrong. He should apologize, and that's why Cube don't fuck with him. And if it wasn't for Cube, we wouldn't even had a career. Cube did everything for him. You know what I'm saying? Like that man signed you. This is way before streaming when you could be your own artist and have your own and build your own brand. Back in the day, you had to have somebody to co-sign for you to even get a contract. And with any success he had, he owed it all to Cube. So Cube don't fuck with him because you beat up his wife's brother. What you thought he was just gonna be like on his side for that? You know what I'm saying? And these fools are like defending him. I'm like all y'all are fools. Y'all motherfuckers ain't been married because if you'd been married, your wife would have left you for over that shit. There's no
That's
way in hell
sick.
any woman in her right mind would have still continued to be married to somebody that beat up her own brother.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
I'm like, he was wrong. He didn't apologize. He was in his ego. I'm like, yo, his ego is the reason why he ain't out now. I've seen Ice Cube and Dub C live, and they performed West Side Connection songs. And guess who wasn't there? Mac 10, exactly. He fucked that up on his own. That's not Ice Cube fault. It's like, see, it's like this is why I don't watch shows like that because you got to put these fools in their place when they say stupid shit. I'm like, I bet half of y'all ain't never seen Ice Cube live. You know what I'm saying? Yet alone to see him and Dub C together doing West Side Connection songs that Mac 10 could have been a part of, but because of his ego, that's why he ain't around. And what's the last time he had a album out? He ain't dropped shit in like how many years? That Cash Money album was garbage. You know what I'm saying? Ice Cube put him
Yeah.
on and gave him the success he did with his first two albums in West Side Connection. He fucked that shit up himself because he didn't want to apologize. He thought he was in the right. Well, this is where you are now. That's why you ain't speak to you in 20 years. You know what I'm saying? It feels good to shut people up when they don't know what the hell they talking about. You know what I'm saying? Oh, I think he was right. Yeah, but half your motherfuckers ain't
Yep.
never seen Ice Cube live in concert. Have you? Amazing. That's just dumb for no reason. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Keep telling people, yo, y'all want to come at niggas with smoke. Niggas gonna make you look stupid out here.
And then the justification be hilarious.
They want to ride. Oh, if that was them, they would have did the same thing. Yeah, well, you wouldn't have been married then. Your wife would have left you.
I'll be right back. I got something downstairs.
Yeah. Black people always want to be wrong and strong and want to be right at the same time. It don't work like that. They gotta set aside your ego sometimes and realize what you're doing in the bigger picture. He fucked up. He let his ego get involved, and that's why Cube don't fuck with him. Who has the big? Everybody got an ego in the industry. Everybody got one. Whether you it's a small time artist, multi platinum artist, everybody got an ego. But he messed up, and he should have realized the bigger picture at the end of the day and apologized to Cube, and he didn't want to do it. So if Ice Cube is the one that started West Side Connection, what you think's gonna happen? And you beat up his wife's brother. What you think gonna happen? You think he was gonna stay in the group? That's that man's family. See, he's not gonna pick his homeboy over his wife.
Probably start in 5 minutes.
Huh?
I said I'm about to start in 5 minutes.
Yeah. It's like that's that man's family. You think he's gonna pick his homeboy over his wife? That ain't happening. This man got a whole bunch of kids with him. He wasn't doing that. Apparently Mac 10 didn't get the memo.
You don't get the memo until it's too late.
Yeah. Who the hell is Inglewood Jones? They tagging me in some fool's page. I don't know who the hell that nigga is. Yeah. Well, you saw what happened to David Ruffin also. He's another one that had an ego.
David Ruffin. Oof.
You know what I'm saying? Hell, them everybody in the industry got an ego. You know what I'm saying? Tupac and Biggie had an ego. And you saw what happened to them. Because cooler heads could have prevailed and they both could have ended the beef, and you know, the egos is what drove them to death. Mac 10 could have ended that himself. He could have apologized. He could have said he was wrong and let it go. But you want to get on going on these different platforms and talking about it don't make it any better either. I'm pretty sure Ice Cube is seeing all of these interviews that he's doing about it. He was on Vlad talking about it. He was on Art of Dialogue talking about it. Same thing with CL Smooth and Pete Rock. That beef could have ended years ago. CL Smooth is on these different shows talking about Pete Rock is selfish and cursing him out. It's like that reunion ain't gonna happen when you going on different shows and you talking shit about Pete Rock.
That part.
Pras did the same thing, going on these shows and talking about how Lauryn Hill was 3 hours late for shows, and you think Lauryn Hill wants to get back with the Fugees and she's hearing shit like that? You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, it got to be more than just money. Yeah, that's when your pride will get in the way. Like, oh, fuck the money. They're feeling some type of way about it. They're not gonna want to be in no group with y'all.
Yeah.
But somehow he's right in all of this, which I don't get at all.
People are just stupid.
Yeah, I don't get it. Somehow he's right. He was right. He was right to beat up the brother-in-law, because the brother-in-law, he might have been even if the brother-in-law was whatever the brother-in-law said, it don't matter, because Mac 10 is the one that has the most to lose in it. It's not the brother-in-law. Brother-in-law is not the artist. He's not the one that's signed, that got discovered by Ice Cube, and that was a part of a group. It's Mac 10, and Mac 10 couldn't control himself, and that's what happened. So you want people to, you want sympathy from people because of what he did? No. You know what I'm saying? Like, they defending what he's doing, like, oh, well, the brother-in-law was mouthing off, so I'm like, nah. Yeah, that's wrong. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, like, half of them ain't been married, because if you wasn't gonna do no shit like that. Your wife would have left you a long time ago. Regardless of I don't know what kind of dumbass females that they married to, but any female in her right mind ain't gonna stay with the dude if he beating up her brother.
And that's
Ice Cube chose his wife over his homie, and he was right. I would fucking do the same thing. Like, nah, you're not going to disrespect my wife's family because he was mouthing off to you. You got to go. So he got his own self to blame. He could go on all these shows and talk shit about Cube all he wanted. At the end of the day, he have the choice. You have choices in life. You could either kick that brother-in-law's ass or apologize for what you did, and he didn't want to do it. So again, this is where the ego come in. His ego, I guess he feel like his ego is legendary, that he's too big, he's bigger than Ice Cube, that he can't apologize to him. So you asked out. Now, if this was Mark Nash's channel, they would all agree with the nigga. Like, yeah, he should have beat his ass. Mac 10 is better than Biggie. Fuck out of here.
I'm ready whenever you are.
Let's go.
What's up, you two? How's everyone doing this lovely day? Just your boy Reg in the building. Got my homeboy Tried in the building with me. Today's album we're going to talk about is The Jacksons with Destiny. This album came out December 18th, 1978 on Epic Records. I did say I was going to do this album tomorrow, but I had a personal thing to do, so I just wanted to do a quick review on this before the weekends and stuff like that. So, yeah. This was the first album that was written and produced solely by the Jacksons. You know what I'm saying? This was the third album they did without Jermaine, with Randy and Dak and shit,
No Jermaine on this one?
Blame it on the Boogie and Shake It to the Ground. Alright, so by this point, y'all should know who the Jackson 5 are. We know how you're going to go. down who they are, their discography, but Michael and Randy, like I said before, Jermaine had already left the group because he was has still had a contract with Motown Records. So this album came out 1 year after the Going Places album,
Right.
and they definitely wanted to really have creative control on the album, like write all the songs by themselves. And so, with the growing popularity of disco, they wanted to really branch out into that sound, and that sound, you know what I'm saying, get right down to the nitty gritty of it, and pretty much this ended up being their best selling album to date,
Right.
and it was very popular album, and this album definitely led to Michael Jackson doing Off the Wall. So yeah,
Thriller
yes sir.
became a
It's
rock
the album
star.
cover right. Love this album cover, with the big letters and everything like that.
Mm-hmm.
Very dope picture right here too. That's all right. This album has 8 songs. Let's get this shit started. Track number 1, Blame It on the Boogie. Nice way to start off this album. This definitely had a nice little rhythm to it, nice little bouncy bass line. Loved the vocals on this record too. You know what I'm saying? Very, very, very up tempo, feel good track.
Don't give me no sunshine. Fire.
Blame It on the Boogie.
I love it. Classic record. If you don't know this record, then you don't know music. That's how I feel. This is one of their signature joints when they got older. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I love it. Love the beat. It's danceable disco track. Classic record.
Yeah, very dope record indeed. Track number 2, Push Me Away. This is definitely one of my favorite Michael Jackson solo joints from Jackson 5. Nice little ballad with a very dreamy beat, Love the arrangements on this record right here. So definitely a very, very solid record.
Which one we on?
Push Me Away.
Oh yeah, that song, like the melody reminded me of like the Who's the Boss theme song. It sounded a little bit like
Really?
that. Yeah. To me, it sounded like like when Who's the Boss starts off, they play
Yeah.
the theme song, that like the melody sounds like Who's the Boss for me. But I think it's a real melodic record, and I liked it.
Yeah, same. That should also been a single too.
Yeah.
Track number 3, Things I Do for You. Another very dope track, very disco song right here too. You know what I'm saying? Just Michael just telling his woman all the things he does, just be grateful about that, you know what I'm saying? So I liked it.
That was funky, real funky track. I enjoyed it. You know what I mean?
Yes, yes. Track number 4, Shake Your Body Down to the Ground. Love this record right here. One of my favorite songs that they've ever done. And this was actually the most successful single that they did for Epic Records. Written by both Randy and Michaelson. They were very influenced by like other songs like Marvin Gaye's Got to Give It Up, Teddy Pendergrass Get Up, Get Down, Get Funky, Get Loose. Very, very, very dope disco rhythm and funky tune too, you know what I'm saying? I always love the live performances that they've done to this track too, very, very iconic record. Probably my favorite song off this album.
Let's dance. Let's shop. Fire.
Dance,
Yeah.
shake your body down to the ground.
Yes. Ding, 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 ding. Loved it. Loved it. I love the beat. Love Michael's vocals on it. Um, it was just well produced. Another dance track. Disco joint, classic.
I agree. Next song is Destiny. That's true on track 5. Um, this was a very okay song. You know what I'm saying? Not one of my favorites. I definitely felt like the vocal arrangements, the vocaling from the members definitely made up for the song too.
Yeah.
Definitely a nice little slow, soulful song right here from the boys.
Yeah, it's cool. I enjoyed it. Nice beat. You know what I mean?
Yes, sir. All right. Next song we got is Bless His Soul. Another very soulful track right here. Um, you had Michael doing a duet with Jackie on this one too. Very, very dope arrangement. Love the beat to that one too. Nice chemistry between Michael and Jackie.
I love the horns on it, the bass line, the strings. Very nice collaboration. And Jackie, he ain't sing lead vocals too much, so you know.
Right. Track number 7, All Night Dancing. Another nice little up tempo disco track written by both Michael and Randy. This was a very, very, very cool track. Not as disco heavy as Shake Your Body Down to the Ground, but still can get you up and moving if you're into that. I love it.
Yeah, it was fire. Like the beat for that, it was cool.
All right. And the last track on this album is That's What I Get for Being Polite. That's what you get for being polite, excuse me. Another cool track right here. I love this underrated track. It pretty much just tells a story about how he's a guy named Jack is not happy with his life. You know what I'm saying? And he pretty much, tries to do right in his world, but at the same time, once he does right, he always gets eaten up and he always ends up flat on his ass pretty much. So love this record right here.
Yeah, it was real soulful. I love this the melody for it, the beat. It's just a nice way to end the album off.
Yes, very nice way. All right, my overall thoughts. Very, very, very great album. This is a classic album indeed. This is actually my second favorite album they've done when they left Motown. Nice, like a nice, likely. Can't talk today. I love the beats on this record. I love the vocal arrangement, especially the vocal chemistry between Michael and Jackie on this album. Yeah, I definitely felt like they definitely stood their ground when they took creative control on this album. Very, very, very dope record. I give this a 5 out of 5.
Great album, definitely. Michael always kill it. Legend. I love blame it on the boogie and shake your body down to the ground. Bless his soul. Push me away. Classic album. Five nights.
Definitely. All right, y'all. Like I said before, I was just gonna go live quickly to give our thoughts on this, but pretty much thank y'all for coming by. Next album review we're gonna talk about is De La Soul's The Grind Date Sunday. Stay tuned for that about midnight. Really can't wait to talk about that one too. And also, I want to say part 4 we're gonna do that of the R&B list. Part 4 is gonna be Tuesday. I'll let you know. I'll definitely let you know the time in a minute and stuff too. So
Cool.
yeah, it's part 4.
Yes.
Cooking up. Appreciate this
Cooking
try
up.
as usual.
All
I'll
right.
see you later. Peace.
Peace.